Interrogations by Chase Nestor. The history of interrogations. At its core, the American justice system is a very accusatorial system. Historically, this has made interrogations result in physical torture because it was first assumed that the suspect was guilty before the interrogations even began. In 1936, the U.S. Supreme Court found that confessions that were gathered because of torture were very inaccurate. Because of this, they ruled that confessions due to torture were inadmissible in court. With this change in law, authorities started to use the third degree. The third degree left less visible marks and used psychological torture and sleep deprivation to gather confessions. By the early 1960s, the Reid technique was developed. This set a standard way to conduct interviews and interrogations across many different departments. The goals of an interrogation. The goals of an interrogation is to gather information about a crime that was committed. The difference in an interview and an interrogation is how formal the procedure is. The goals of the questions should be to stimulate a conversation. This way, the person feels at ease and can freely speak about the crime that they know about. Types of interrogations. Historically, the type that was used was torture to get confessions, but today there are many different methods and techniques in the United States, and what I'm going to talk about, the two that were mainly used are the Reid technique and the Peace method. The Reid technique was developed in the early 1960s and has three phases: factual analysis, interviewing, and interrogation. The Reid technique first creates a high-pressure environment using aggressive, accusatory questioning. Then the interviewer shows sympathy and willingness to help if the interviewee confesses. The benefits of the Reid technique: it is very good at getting confessions and can extract information from unwilling suspects. This opens up information that would have remained a mystery for police. The Reid technique is that it is a very aggressive form of interrogating someone and can often lead to psychological damage and can gather wrong information and false confessions. It can also cause more strong-willed suspects to refuse to talk to the police at all. The Peace method stands for preparation and planning, engaging and explaining, account, closure, and evaluate. The Peace method allows the person being interviewed or interrogated to first tell their entire story uninterrupted. Then afterwards, the interviewer points out any issues or inconsistencies in their story. The benefits of the Peace method: it is allows suspects to tell their entire story and does so in a conversational manner. This allows suspects to open up and feel more willing and easy about talking about the crime and to give up any information to the police. Issues with the Peace method: it's less likely than the Reid technique to gather a confession and can often be considered soft on crime because it is much less aggressive. Interviewers that are not well experienced can also find it difficult to control the conversation in a way that leads to the information that they want about the crime. Key takeaways is the Reid technique and the Peace method are both very good at getting confessions about crime and information about crimes that were committed. The Reid technique may get more confessions, but a lot of these are going to be false confessions because of the aggressive nature of the Reid technique itself. The Peace method can get more accurate information and confessions, but when it doesn't get confessions, many may view this as a very soft on crime method. These are my references. Thank you.